What's up, everyone? Welcome. Thanks for clicking on that QR code and shooting you over to this swing right here. Thank you again for looking at the brochure and obviously, gaining interest and wanting to see a little more explanation on this. What I have here is I actually have a golf a tee shot set up that I'd like to show you. It's in slow motion, and what we're going to do is we're just going to break down the phases of the swing. So everything you could see in the pamphlet, you're going to be able to follow along right now, and I'm going to kind of just walk you through it. So first, let's go ahead and just hit play, and we'll watch the clip here. And right now, this is the setup phase going into the backswing. And you'll be able to see that lead arm is staying straight, right? That's something we want to make sure we keep an emphasis on, is that straight arm's coming straight. And as the follow through goes, then your lead arm changes with what stays straight. So let's go ahead and play this back now, and we'll kind of go a little bit slower. Okay? So here we got the backswing again, and you can see that lead arm is straight, right? And right here, right there, you're going to be able to see that left hand, that left wrist is starting to get cocked back, okay? Now let's watch it when we get to the top of the backswing. It's going to go kind of quick. The weight shift and transfer goes kind of fast, so let's see here. So we're pulling it back up, and as you can see, if you notice that weight was coming back, and it's a little out of timing, but the weight transfer is now kind of moving back forward on that lead foot. Okay, did you notice too, we like to talk about, shoulder to shoulder. Did you notice that chin was stuck right on the shoulder? Let's back that up just a little bit, and we can maybe pay attention to that one. Okay, do you see that right there? My chin's right on my lead shoulder, okay? And as we come through the swing, okay, as we come through, that head stays down, and then the chin stayed until it was thrust forward, to follow the ball with my back shoulder, okay? Now, when we're looking at that back swing, I want to go back to the back swing here, and kind of just look at that weight transfer. That's another kind of technique you're going to want to fool around with, is just getting comfortable with that weight transfer. I know when I first started golfing, I struggled with it, and even in this slow motion, if we just watch it again, just look at the top of the backswing up here. If you look at the backswing, my weight's going back, but as I'm going back, I start moving forward. So you can see even I'm out of sync on that. Luckily for me, I hit the ball straight enough that it wasn't too bad. I didn't end up in any hazards on this shot. But even though, if we just look at it again, weight's going back, and as this gets up there, right, as we get to the top of the backswing, I'm already kind of moving forward. So these are small things that I even have to pay attention to, right? So if we notice on that downswing, everything is in line. I'm moving as one. My arm, my hand, the club, it's moving as one, and the rotation that's developing is coming up from the feet up to the hips and in through the rest of the swing. So as you can see, we're coming through, the hips rotated, and kind of what we use a term called pop. You pop your hips. That back foot is about to rotate, just to drive the hips through the rest of the swing and the follow through. And then that club definitely wrapped around the back of the shoulders here. So your phases of the swing, you're going to kind of want to do the same thing. All right, you're going to want to make sure that when you're lining up on the ball, we'll just take it from the top, that ball right here, we want to make sure that it's lined up with the lead heel. So if you're right-handed, left-handed, just remember it's going to be your lead heel. And you want this ball to be lined up right in front of there, okay? You want to make sure that your knees are pretty, relaxed. We don't want you to have straight knees or anything. make sure that your eyes stay on that ball during your entire setup phase, your backswing, your downswing, and your follow through. If you want to go ahead and see, you can't see it, but my hands are actually in an interlock grip, and this interlock grip is something that I just started using. I just started using it this season, and I've noticed significant changes in what happens to my club when I make contact with the ball. And we'll be able to get more one-on-one as you come up with questions. And as we look at some stuff here with this backswing again, we'll come back and, you know, the weight shifts slightly, my lead arm is straight, my wrist cocks at the top. Okay, let's go ahead and highlight that there. Look at that. Straight arm, chin on the shoulder, wrist is cocked here. And if you pay attention, when I make contact with the ball, those wrists, they don't do like a snapping motion. They're just stiff as they come through. So there's no real rotation within the wrists up here as you would in a baseball or softball swing. Okay? And then also, take note of the head. The head stays pretty level in this swing. The head's still on it. You know, I didn't really see much head rotation, so that's good. That's something you're always going to want to key on, is just being able to keep that head as straight as possible, solid, so your eyes aren't bouncing. You know, this is going to be able to let you focus in on that target and follow through. And just a few more things to finish up on the downswing here. Let's get back into that downswing. Okay, that weight, it does shift forward. My eyes stay on the ball. Had some really good firm wrist at contact. And then the ball, you can't see it from this shot, but the club actually, for once, you know, comes down center with the ball. And the follow-through aspect of this swing, after we make contact right here, okay, you notice it just doesn't, we're not stopping the movement. We're not stopping the swing. You know, we want to finish this swing out. And what that looks like is, you know, your club goes towards the target. So in this one, it's going to be in the middle of the fairway. You pinpoint a tree and aim for it. So you want to go ahead and get your shoulders and chest and hips to face that target. And at the same time, your club's going to wrap around you. And when you finish, look at the finish here. A lot of people, when they're just starting out, will swing and then come off the ball. Okay, you want to go ahead and hold that a little bit, and when you finish through, just hold your shot. You know, hold your swing in the position. You know, I recoil back and comes forward. And the cool thing about golf is you get to watch your shot. You know, you get to figure out what you're doing. So just by watching your shot, pose it there, let them take pictures, whatever, you know, and this is going to be a way for you to just develop and kind of just get the feel, you know, for when you're out there. So hopefully this could help you. If you want more, we'll reach out and we'll do some more videos for you. So hopefully this helps, and look forward to you practicing your golf swing. So have a great day.